show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy. The OG on the marquee, Jaybird. And the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
Hey, it's a beautiful day, right, Bird, out there in the
It is.
QCA. 55 some odd degrees. I think I got a sunburn. It's great. Anyway, everyone, welcome to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
It was not that warm when I was at the gym this morning, so no
Well,
jog.
you go too early because you're such an early bird.
Today I was
Get it? An early bird.
Yeah, today I was there very early. I was there because I had appointments in the morning before we had to prep for the show, so I got up, cleaned the bar, went to the gym, got the kids off to school, walked the dog, all by 8:30 in the morning.
Man, you got more done by 8:30 than I've done all day.
Nah, that's not true.
Oh, man, I was barely out of bed by 8.
That's not true. You went and beautified the place up at Harrington's Pub.
Yes, we did. All brand new tables and chairs and stools and whatnot. So if you're out and about today, we open at noon. From noon till 10 o'clock. Thank you, Governor Reynolds, for at least allowing that.
Yeah, so
we'll be wearing our masks and we'll be looking good up there, you know?
Yeah,
following the mandates.
What does it? Yeah, does anything go in effect at midnight that changed?
No, everything stays the same.
Okay.
Everything stays the same until next week. She'll address it again. I do believe she extended some of the things out though until January 8th.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
If you'd like to know, if anybody out there would like to be in the know, I can read it for you real quick, Bert.
I'm usually really good about reading the proclamations, but yesterday I just got busy and I didn't do it. So
That's all good, Bert. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help, not to hurt.
I'm pretty sure, though, I do know that I tried to read through it, to skim through it.
It says...
Pretty sure it's a mask everywhere thing now. And then there's like... It doesn't.
The emergency proclamation is extended till January 8th. This includes 1, no bar seating. 2, wearing a mask except when seated or eating/drinking. The proclamation can be found online here. This is
the January
Scott County Health.
January 8th until next week then.
Yeah, next week she did make a few small changes. Changes will begin at midnight tonight and will continue at least until the 16th, where she's prohibiting indoor private gatherings of more than 15.
But the bar thing is staying until January 8th.
Yeah.
So it's not another week.
Well, the hours. So let's just say this.
Oh, okay.
So we might go back to regular hours.
All right, I'm picking up what you're laying down then.
Yeah. So there's things that can change, and she's left it open. But we will be at this, whether you agree with it or not, I think it's ridiculous that you can't sit at the bar, but that's fine. You have to follow it. And that's what you have to do if you have a liquor license, unless you want to get the fine. So, whatever. Teach your own.
I know. Here's what my thing.
Certainly not going to sit here and tell anybody what to do, like many of our colleagues in the world do. Try to be bossy and tell you that you have to wear a mask or you have to whatever. I don't sit there and tell teachers they need to get back into teaching school, even though I may feel a certain way about certain things. But anywho.
Well, Mikey says, when are we going to do the stupid reality show BS so I know when to leave? End of the show. We would wrap it up then. But,
Mikey, I had to watch that damn thing. You're going to hear the reality show rundown.
We had a date night last night.
Me, Jay, and Mookie.
Yeah, they made pizza and we watched the challenge. And to tell you what, I tell you what, one out of the two Gootnicks might be a fan.
It's Amy.
It's Amy. It's definitely Amy. I think she's into it. Erickson writes that she opened league bowling back up, which is good.
Yes, she did. And that's going to help our friends the Rosemans out. Places like that, the bowling alleys that need those leagues to survive.
Let me tell you this. I think somebody had some inside knowledge as to what she was going to open up. Because on Tuesday, we got an email that Sophia's volleyball practice was starting back up on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, she made the announcement.
People know. It's not a well-kept secret anymore.
So,
I would say overall, I'll give Kim a good grade. She's doing the best she can and trying to find the fine balance between keeping businesses half-ass afloat and still respecting the people that are genuinely terrified and worried about the COVID. And I don't think there's a reason for them not to be. I think everybody has their own way of dealing with this, right, Bert? And that's the beautiful thing about this country. We can have different opinions, and you don't have to necessarily force yours upon someone. And I certainly wouldn't try to do that. And there's people out there that should be concerned about the COVID because it is nothing to take lightly. And there's people out there that are in danger. So, but good news, like Jay.
Yeah.
Like where Amy works, just 2 weeks straight with no positives. No new positives, I should say. So that's good news.
There we go.
You know, and that's a long-term care facility or whatever you want to call it. But either way, it's it's nice to see that happening and things going well. And so there is positive news out there in the COVID world. You know, there's things out there that are crazy. There's stories of how this vaccine's getting distributed, where the government, or the CDC, I should say, which that's a government for all I'm concerned, has decided on how some of these long-term care facilities are going to receive their vaccines to help, obviously the elderly are the ones that are at greatest risk. And instead of just say, like most of these places, let's say just pick one off the top of your head, they usually do all their medicines and all their things through a certain pharmacy. So instead of just allowing them to work through their certain pharmacy, the CDC has decided that they were going to assign places the pharmacy that's going to give them the vaccine.
Oh,
and
I see.
Already we have issues because the CDC forgot to assign at least one place I know of.
Oh, well, get
a pharmacy.
Dot your I's and cross your T's, people.
So, and I don't know if that's as, I'm not saying which one. I can't say which one, but it's unfortunate when you, this is what you call government healthcare, folks. Just more COVID talk, I guess. The Chicago Bears paused all in-person football activities on Thursday after someone in their building tested positive for COVID-19. The team announced in a statement. Coach Matt Nagy said, obviously we're not exempt from this pandemic. We all know that cases are on the rise, and I just want to credit our players and coaches for adapting and staying flexible. It's not easy, but we have the right mindset. I think that our guys showed this morning that with being able to adapt on short notice. Number of players and coaches were inside House Hall early Thursday morning, but they sent them home. And 3 practice players have been moved to the reserve and COVID-19 list. But he does not believe the latest positive test is related to any of the 3 active players on the practice squad. So we'll keep our eyes on that. West Virginia, Oklahoma has been canceled due to COVID. I know it's not really our fan base, but just one of those things we bring up. And then if you listened yesterday, we had great phone calls. And one of the people we talked to is Emily Van Buskirk. And she kind of set me straight. I think she kind of used some words that I was like, I don't know if that's it. But She just said, at this point, instead of criticizing the Big Ten, just be happy we have a game. They're trying to get to the game. They're trying to get to the Big Ten championship, which they've done. They've obviously said that they've lifted their 6-game mandatory thing, threshold, if you will, for Ohio State so that they can play in the championship game. And she just kind of said, well, let's just get to the game. She was kind of using things like stringent and I was like, but that's what structure is what she used. And I was like, that's what they said at the beginning of the year. This is the structure. This is it. 6 games. You don't do it, we're going to punish you. You're not going to make it in the champion. You're not going to be eligible. And that's where I was kind of like, I don't think you're wording that right. I don't think but it's, who am I? She's a writer, not me. That's not true. I'm a writer. Well, how about this? I think the original I think the original thing was to say, hey, if you're not following COVID.
Yeah, I think that's what
they thought is, you're going to be the victim of yourself, as in you didn't follow some protocol, your team got sick, whatever else. So you didn't make it to your 6 games, where Ohio State, it's of no fault of their own that they're not going to make it to the 6th game. You follow what I'm saying? So that's why they're making the exception.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, but she is right, I think. Let's just be happy that we got football.
Yep. And Israel's pointed out yesterday on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, and the Big Ten did release a statement kind of just, champion what he said. Their statement read, the decision was based on a competitive analysis, which determined that Ohio State would have advanced to the Big Ten football championship game based on its undefeated record and head-to-head victory over Indiana, regardless of a win or loss against Michigan. And I don't think we feel like Michigan would have won that. But they will play Northwestern in the 2020 Big Ten football championship game. And by default now, Indiana will be down, and Iowa will go down and play Indiana. We'll keep our eyes on how Indiana's doing and everything else. Nothing really big has come up there from that. At 12:30, we have a guest, and I'm happy to have him in. Joe Kubley of the GM of the River Bandits is going to come in. We got to talk about alignments. I'm really interested in the whole story. Like, did you think you were going to have a team?
Yeah.
Did you? I 100% when it was the Royals, I was like, that's a no-brainer. That's what they wanted the whole time. Like, we had a meeting set up to meet Dayton Moore, the GM of the Royals, before the COVID hit. Like, he invited us down. He's like, come meet the GM of the Royals. We were just going to go. They had like a meet and greet thing, luncheon. We were going to go just to go introduce ourselves. And then he couldn't come anymore, right? Then the COVID hit. So he's got Dayton Moore, the GM of the Royals, has a. Glad
you remember these.
He has a relationship with Heller, the owner of the River Bandits. So it was, once it came out, I was like, yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. So the Twins did stay. Minnesota Twins did stay in Cedar Rapids. Sadly, we lost. Clinton and Burlington did not get picked up.
Yeah. So, and did Cedar Rapids move up to A+ as well?
They move up to the A+ as well too. Yeah.
What are you hearing about Burlington and Clinton? Is it just done? Is that it?
As of right now, I don't know what the answer would be. If there'll be like a wooden bat league somewhere, or I don't know. Joe might. That's the beauty of having him in. And I will can't think of enough. I messaged him at 8:55 this morning. It was just like, hey, can you call in? And he's like, I'll come up. So that's great. Sweet. So we'll do that, and somehow we'll do our usual thing. Somehow we'll work our way into doing something for the River Bandits. I don't know if it's throwing out a first pitch or a home run derby or something. I don't know. We'll do something. We do our normal thing. We'll work our way in.
Pretty good.
Do a show from there.
We're something
give us a suite. I don't know.
We're kind of cool guys.
Not that big a deal, but kind of a big deal.
The bigger deal.
Yeah.
If anybody was following us on Twitter last night.
Oh yeah, that's right,
dude. Wiffleball.
Yeah, I think they do that every year, but it was still cool. That it was a smart move by them.
So we got Dazzo. Is he in with this?
He said he just hearted it. That doesn't mean that.
Does he want to play short? Does he have the skills? And what do we get to do? I mean, who do we get to recruit? Anyone?
Well, it's an all-star. So North Scott Baseball does the 11th annual. It's their 11th annual Wiffleball Tournament, and it's a fundraiser for them. And there's 5 people on a team. It's $100 per team. You guys can do this too. You can go to get a hold of North Scott, or you can follow them on Twitter. I'm sure it's on Facebook as well.
Where do they play it? In the gymnasium?
Yeah, it'll be at the gymnasium at the North Scott Junior High, and it goes all the proceeds go to North Scott Baseball. There's a youth tournament on December 29th. There's an adult tournament on December 30th, and rightfully so. Good by them. They sent out a tweet last night holding that spot for the all-star team of Quad City Sports Media. Then it said, I heard Matt Randazzo was very talented. It said, be our guest on December 30th, and went out to Cuffler and Scoob and Danya and Core. Kidwell's on there as well, Nolan, and then Cecilia.
Koss.
Yep, Koss. And we were on there. And by the way, even though Randazzo goes first, we were the first one listed after that. So, I mean, hey,
we're big out. We're big out there, North Scott, man.
I guess so.
So it's gonna be you and me.
Mm-hmm.
We got anybody else coming?
We got to get.
Or do you and I have to recruit?
I think Joey said he'll be out of town.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we'll get some people. I
saw Gersh comment on there about my knuckleball.
Yep. I'm sure.
I'll throw that thing. He'll be chopping off
Corey,
the table.
I bet you Dustin will play. He played ball. He played
Is
football.
this the wiffle ball with the holes in it? Do we know?
I don't know. Don't do this thing where you're like, hey, you got to hold a North Scott and you turn it to make it to.
But I gotta know. I gotta practice my knuckleball because it's different with the different wiffle ball.
I don't know, and so we'll have to see if. I wonder if there's we'll have to do a little research. I wonder if they put some videos
Jay.
on their Facebook page from last year.
I can't be showing up there striking out. We gotta do a little batting cage, something.
Go get some time at TBK throwing the wiffle ball around.
It's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, I like it. I like where this.
We're not taking this serious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, and if we have to recruit, I kind of think Anger needs to get his fat butt out there.
Yeah.
I mean, he played professional football. He should be able to swing a bat.
I don't think he's a big baseball guy. His kids play baseball; they're good. But I think he was more into the soccer. So, but that'll be at 12:30.
Let's see, man. We have to find out.
No. We've got
maybe Kidwell seems like he'd be a good baseball guy. He's a Yankee fan.
We've got DFS that we've got to talk about Thursday night's game, which is a big game. It's getting there because the AFC wildcard race is basically, 6 teams for 3 spots, and the New England Patriots have played their way into it. We're going to talk about that tonight, the game that they have. We're going to have Joe on at 12:30, and then we've got DFS to do, and I've got a little... not so much a game, a conversation to have a little bit later. I haven't told you about it yet. So just one I've been kicking around in my brain. So we've got all that. And then if you stay on to the end, you've got the Killer Cam episode recap. And I couldn't be happier about everything that happened last night. I'm glad.
In Jay's defense here, I was stuck in the middle of a couple phone calls real quick. So I did miss some of it. Mm-hmm. But Lolo Jones. Oh. She's still hot as hell.
I know.
Just smoking hot and wicked fast.
She's something else. Wow. Yeah. But had 3 world records or whatever she said. I don't know. All right, we got to take
I'm rooting for Lolo.
We got to take a break, and we will be right back. ESPN.
I suppose you want me to read it now.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that for me.
Well, I can tell you what, Jay. Today was a great experience with our friends at Tri-City Equipment.
Great.
They've been serving the Quad City since 1934, and today was exceptional. So Tara, one of the sales reps, comes out of the office to help deliver and assemble furniture to Harrington's Pub. That is the kind of dedication. Down short because of a sickness, they help out, do everything you need to get you delivered and taken care of. Remember, they deliver to every Quad City resident, and they match all online pricing. There's no need to go to anybody else unless they don't have it, period. That's it. So call 563-322-5382. Remember, the showroom hours are 8 to 5, and it's located at 527 West 4th Street. So please get a hold today. Those are our friends at Tri-City Equipment.
You like that? You like that?
We're going streaking! Yeah!
Holy cow!
This is Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Football is back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings, and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
Unfiltered. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Zubin Mahente.
2 things. Number one, it feels like Adam Gase, it feels like this is a last-ditch effort. Not to save his job, but I think to save his respectability, right? To try to say, maybe a future job. Like, I'm trying to do things right. While I'm on my way out the door here, I'm going to try to sit here and say, it's like a confession, essentially, saying like, hey, look, I messed up. I haven't handled my responsibility. That's number one. Number 2, I think it's going to be harder and harder to go away from the hype that's going to come with Trevor Lawrence. If you're a New York fan, if you're a Jet fan, you're also worried about maybe even if we do surround Sam Darnold with the right skill sets or the right players, maybe this is who Sam Darnold is. Maybe he never blossoms out of this. It takes a really strong personality to bear out of that and say, that's not who I am. Maybe this is who Sam Darnold is.
Keyshawn, Jay, Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Hey Quad Cities, it's Jaybird with Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Get your local sports talk 12 to 2 with me, T-Roy, Bomber, and Surge. Download the station app to listen to us anywhere, and like us on social media to join in the conversation. Plus, when you sign up to be an ESPN Insider, you'll get access to all of our great contests and everything that's going on at ESPN1170am.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged. We are the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170.
I am so tired of everyone talking shirt, but they've got no idea what they're talking about.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
Every time I try to order shirts, I get a company who has no idea what they're doing. My orders are always messed up, and you can never get a hold of anybody when you need help with something.
I think I have a solution. QC Custom Tees. They're in Silvis. I've been using them for years. They love to talk shirts. This time of year, they love to talk hoodie, too.
Ah, good one. What makes QC Custom Tees so different?
They actually care about me. Their communication's amazing. Their products are always great quality, and anytime I have an issue with something, they're quick to respond and fix it. They take customer care to the next level.
So if I wanted to experience this red carpet treatment, how do I get a hold of them?
You can go to their website, qccustomtees.com, or find them on Facebook. If you ask me, they're the best shirt talkers in the QC.
Screen printing, embroidery, banners, or anything else custom printed, qccustomtees.com. Pros at talking shirts.
Janae and Golick Jr.
We're going to get probably IU and Northwestern in the Big Ten title game, and then have people staring up and wondering here, is Ohio State going to make it? I could see a very real world where they're missing the playoff all of a sudden. It's less to me about the sanctity of a conference championship, which has never quite frankly meant all that much to me. It's about another data point. And the Big Ten creating an opportunity for Ohio State to have that chance to show the committee yet again, because that's what conference championships really are. Not something you can hold over Notre Dame's head as an independent for all these years, but an opportunity when all the committee is watching to go out there and show we deserve to be a part of this, because with the schedule they've played so far, with the performances Ohio State's put out there, I think you would have a hard time saying that resumes mean anything and allowing that Ohio State team in the playoff as it currently sits.
Janae and Golick Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers, but maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out. Go to townsquarequadcities.com now for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too. There's no cost and no obligation. Be one of the first business owners to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising here on ESPN 1170. Get started today. Call 563-202-2230 or visit townsquarequadcities.com.
On your radio, on your phone, on Alexa. This is the Quad Cities Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Don't Hassle So Local on AM 1170.
Tomorrow night,
Mike.
Thank you. Tomorrow night, Iowa's going to play host to Iowa State. Iowa State currently 1-1 on the year, and Iowa undefeated. We got to talk about that game yesterday.
Cyclones any good this year?
I think they actually started off in the top 25. I feel like they did, but it's let's see. I'll get to that in a second.
I love Bohannon's quote.
What's that?
I'm glad it's not names because I don't know if I'm allowed back in that city.
Yeah. They've listed the starters, but it's not set in stone. Like, it's but this is what they came out. They have the same people listed that came out against UNC: J-Bo, CJ, Wheezy, Connor, and Luca. They've got those guys listed as Wheezy and Connor listed as forwards, but you go on the stats when you're at the thing, they listed them as guards. So that's what we like to call the Blizzard. So
the Blizzard,
yeah, when it's just a complete and utter whiteout there. Iowa State lost its last game 71-68 to South Dakota State. They were supposed to host DePaul on December 6th, but the game was canceled due to the COVID-19 protocols inside the DePaul program. 4 Cyclones are averaging in double figures in scoring, and more than half of Iowa State's roster is comprised of upperclassmen. So they'll play tough. I don't know. We'll see about it. Iowa beat them pretty well last year in Iowa State. They beat them 84-68. That was on December 12, 2019. That snapped an 8-game winning streak for the Cyclones in Hilton. So that'll be tomorrow night, 8 o'clock tip-off, 8:07 actually. Phew. That will be on the Fox Sports Go app. Oh, I'm sorry. That'll be in Big Ten. That'll be on Big Ten Network, and then on the app if you want to do it online, the Fox Sports Go. Always you can listen to Dolphin Hansen on radio. So 8:07 tip-off, late night for me, buddy. That'll be after no bars on the Ped Mall downtown Iowa City because it'll be after 10 o'clock for me.
You're gonna have to wait till you get home, bud.
Yep. I have to wait till we get home. And then on Saturday, you got a 2:30 kickoff. Iowa goes up to Wisconsin, play a game up there. And we'll talk more about that and break that down or whatever else. But
we worried about that?
Always, we should be, I think.
Yeah?
I think we always should be. It's just...
Are they good?
Well, they were preseason favorites to win the West.
Yeah, but they... All right.
They had COVID issues too. I mean, they were at one point they were down to their fourth string and injury issues. They're down to their fourth string quarterback. All right, in studio from the River Bandits, we've got Joe in for us. Oh yeah, grab. Yeah, I got it for you.
He can't hear.
Yeah, he can hear us. He can't hear the radio.
There's nothing on the radio right now.
Well, that's us. I mean.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And then, gosh darn it all.
Well, Joe, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys, thanks.
Yeah, they can hear you, so
that's good enough.
So, really good news for you and for the Quad Cities as well. So, congratulations, and man, let's just dig right in. When did you guys know for sure?
Yeah, so obviously, there's been some talk here for a while. We had a strong feeling it was going to be Kansas City. So, but obviously nothing was official till yesterday, I guess you'd say. So, we were kind of patiently waiting yesterday morning, and we were on our Midwest League call, and all of a sudden it started popping up to teams, and I'll tell you what, it felt good when that finally came through, and it said, "Hey, you've been invited to be the Royals' High A affiliate." So, definitely a lot of relief. It's been a long year for everybody, and I mean, I hate to say it, but we've been waiting for this since last November. So it definitely feels good.
Well, yeah, you guys have just been getting dealt blow after blow after blow here. It seems like between flooding and that, and then the COVID shutting the entire season down. Everybody's really looking forward to getting back and having some baseball down there. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's kind of like we finally struck out, and we're moving to the next inning, so we'll take that. But, yeah, it'll be here soon enough, so we're looking forward to opening day. And obviously now we have a smaller league, so now it's how do we schedule and so forth. And it's unfortunate we lost Burlington and Clinton. Those are teams we commute to normally and just hop in the bus and go. But it'll be a little different, but, hey, it's still baseball. It's still here at Modern Women Park, and people will be excited to come back out.
Yeah, you mentioned a smaller league that goes from 16 to 12, right?
Correct.
Okay. I kind of want to move back and then get to where we're at now.
Okay.
All right, so we have the whole situation going by, and then of the COVID and the season being canceled, and then there's talk of the whole minor league. The contraction was already there. The contraction was already being talked about.
Right.
And then so obviously it puts you guys on the radar. There was, I would say, conflicting reports where you would have like Grassley saying that it's not, you guys, we're not going to get contracted or anything. And then there were like national media that said, hey, they're probably on the list to be contracted. So how confident did you feel during all that?
So for us, bigger picture now, since we've all went through this for 14, 15 months now, originally the vibe we got was, really Major League Baseball said to their affiliates, hey, who's your favorites and who's not. And honestly, for us, we were the only team that the Astros didn't own. So theoretically. So, obviously we weren't going to be high on their list since, they didn't own the team. So I think at first that's why you got some of these reports that were kind of like, hey, if we were going to get rid of a team, this would be the team because, we don't own them and so forth. So obviously for us at first, it's like, well, wow, like when we seen ourselves on that, New York Times list, it was kind of like, wow, like have people not seen our ballpark? Like our facility's great. It's one of the best in the nation. And I mean, heck, 2014? It was number one in USA Today. So at first it was kind of like, well, is that right? Is that wrong? And then as we started finding things out, we were like, okay, like this doesn't make sense. They're going to try to make things more regional. They're going to try to make these leagues make more sense and so forth. As now it comes to today where Bowling Green moved to a different league. Well, Bowling Green wasn't by anybody. They were kind of out in an island where now they have teams that are closer than any team that was in our league. So, I wouldn't say were we nervous. Yeah, I think everybody was nervous at that point because all of a sudden, we were on one report and then there were 5 more reports that came out that we weren't on. So it was kind of like, well, does anybody know what's really going on? And you're just talking about they want less teams. And, over time, I think by January, February last year, we knew, hey, like we're probably not on this list, but nobody was guaranteed until obviously yesterday we got, the email that said, here's your invitation from the Royals and MLB. So, but yeah, it's been a wild ride. And like I said, I just couldn't imagine that we weren't going to be in the Midwest League. It just didn't.
No,
make
what are
any
the
sense.
12 teams that are left in the league then?
Well, I think it's easier to go backwards. So for us, Bowling Green moved to South Atlantic League, so that makes more sense for them. And then Burlington, Clinton, and Kane County were not invited to be an affiliate, I guess you'd say. So for us, those are all teams on our side where, we all know these people. Like, we know Ted up in Clinton and Kim in Burlington and Curtis over there in Kane County. And it's kind of like, wow, like, these people. And now, what do they do? I mean, your guess is as good as ours at this point. And for us, that leaves us with, on our side, I guess you have Beloit, which they're getting a new ballpark, which I'm sure that helped them in the bigger scheme of things. Wisconsin, us, Peoria, Cedar Rapids, and then, I mean, I would assume South Bend will now be on our side. So, but like I said, until everything comes out, I don't know if they're just going to say it's 12 teams or they're going to split it into halves. Those are all the things we don't know yet.
Gotcha. Well, I was happy to see Cedar Rapids stayed.
Yeah.
And Twins went there.
Yep.
Peoria picked up the Cardinals.
Yep, they were Cardinals already. That's right. Yep. So that was since Cardinals left here.
That's right.
I think that has something to do with them being in their market or something bigger picture for TV media rights and so forth. So
I knew that. That's because I listened to Ding Downs down the hall this morning. They're like, "Oh, Peoria's a Cardinal. That sucks. They lost the Cubs." And I remember this morning, I'm like, "I'm not calling in." So, yeah. Now,
Ding Dongs.
Yeah. So now the Royal thing. I was saying earlier before you came in that outside the Astros, because you guys had a thing with them, but I mean, we used to be the Angels, used to be the Cubs. I'm sure there's been a lot of them, but the Royals one right away made sense to me because, like the last time we had you in beforehand, you invite us down. You're like, Dayton Moore's coming down.
Yeah.
You guys want to come meet him or whatever else. And I was like, I feel like there's a relationship here with Dayton Moore, the general manager of the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it makes a lot of sense. Not only is it regional, but Dayton's local here. I mean, to go from Quad Cities to winning a World Series with an MLB team, that's a pretty good resume if you ask me. So, the thing for us is, everybody in Quad Cities knows that we're really community based. Like, we want to get out there, we want to do things, we want to support the local, give back as much as we can, and honestly, that's what we're going to get with the Royals. I mean, that's really their whole mindset. They're Midwest League people like the rest of us, and they're kind of the hunker down and get stuff done. And I'm more excited about that. We spent about 2 hours on the phone yesterday chatting with them in the afternoon after the announcement was made, and just kind of going over, hey, like, these are our goals. And it's like, well, heck, all your goals align with our goals. Like, this is going to make a lot of sense. And we're all fans of different teams here, but there should be Royals fans in our community already. That's just a bonus for us.
Yeah.
People aren't ever saying, I'm coming out to watch, this, that, or the other. But at the end of the day, it's more entertainment. But yeah, it's cool to have another connection now.
Is the change in the color permanent?
No.
I knew that. I was just like, I was like,
what was that?
It was nice.
I'm missing up on some of the gossip,
okay,
I guess.
So, like, they took the logo and they put the blue in there, and there's a little bit of the gold in there as well, and they had the Centennial Bridge in the background, and And everyone's like, oh, and I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know if the change in the color's happening.
So we're gonna use that as like more of an alternate logo. So I don't know if we're gonna do it's Royal Sundays or things like that. And we even kind of reverted back. I think one of you guys wears the hat with the old bandana ball, right? Yeah, I was trying to remember which one of you was.
I gotta get a new one by the way.
So in theory, like we were kind of going back to that, and a lot of people actually don't know this year. Was actually going to be the 20th anniversary of those old Joe Mauer, the grays with the stripes.
Yeah.
We were actually going to wear those this year. So it was kind of, it was going to be a surprise thing. Like, hey, it's actually the 20th year. We're going to rock these with those hats. So, that was going to be like our alternate in 2020. So, we're going to wear that next year still too, but then we're going to.
So the same hat I'm wearing with the grays with the pinstripes?
Yeah, the grays with the pinstripes. So yeah, we'll be bringing that back next year since we were going to do it this year.
Yeah, my hat's starting to get faded. I wore it so much, man. I
Dude,
wear that
awesome
thing with
hat.
pride. I wear it everywhere because people will be like, what is that? I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, River Bandits. You gotta know.
Yeah, so I mean, for us, it's going to be cool. We'll have the blue bandana, we'll have the red bandana, and people were making jokes on social media about that yesterday, that we went from the Bloods to the Crips, which is kind of funny. But I mean, we can laugh about it here, but in theory, we're not thinking that. We're just like, cool, we got two different styles we can use now, and like I said, is it going to be permanent? Sure, we're gonna be long term with the Royals now. They're talking 5 to 10 years is going to be the lengths of these agreements now. So I mean, that's great for us because it's somewhat of a rebrand, but not really a full rebrand because people like the red. I mean, that's what we've always been. So we're not going to change it at this point, but we'll just kind of use it. Like I said, maybe we'll do Royal Sundays, or maybe the weekends will be Royal Weekends. We'll figure all that out once we get there.
The good thing too, I mean, it seems to me you guys have inherited one of the better farm systems in baseball. So I mean, it's going to be a lot of talent flowing through here.
Well, and that's the other thing. We all moved up to Advance A now too. So you went from Low A to Advance A. Which a lot of people, your common fan doesn't realize that some players start here, some players don't. But in theory, at Advance A, we're probably going to see every prospect now, whereas before we've probably seen half of the prospects. I guess you'd say that we're top. So yeah, I mean, really, we'll probably have 2, 3, 4 guys that every year that started here that make it to the big leagues, where maybe before it was 1 or 2. So yeah, that's exciting. Just better baseball in general.
Yeah,
Nice.
and that was a big deal that people were commenting on because, I mean, for years it's always like, why can't we have a AAA team here? And, I mean, the park, of course, is gorgeous and everything. And
Well, it just depends on the alignment of things. That's the problem,
Right.
A lot of the AAA stuff is getting played out in Arizona and down in Florida, right?
Well, so for AAA, you have a lot of teams across the nation, but historically those are bigger cities. So
Right.
The thing with AAA is that a lot of people don't realize is they're so far apart they have to fly. Like feasibly, we're not in a big enough market to fly. Like if
well, it is an international airport, though. I mean, I'm kidding.
Well, but I mean, think of it this way. I mean, it's not going to be easy to get from here to Albuquerque or here to Tacoma.
No.
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
There's not direct flights.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we're not in the business of flying or owning jets or whatever it is. But if you look at these AAA markets across the nation, I mean the iCubs are your smallest AAA market, and honestly, it's worked for them. But it always makes you think, if they weren't the Cubs, would it still work for them? I mean, nobody really knows.
Yeah.
Right.
What I think that's neat about, if we can find the silver lining out of the whole thing, new affiliation, and the advanced A ball.
Yeah.
It's a shot in the arm that we need around here, and like you said, we're going to have a lot more Royals fans than we're going to have Astros fans.
Yeah.
So you kind of mentioned a few things. So I'm sure you already have. You've assumed and that the season was going to happen. You got any promotions you can share with us to look forward to? I know you're going to keep a lot under your hat. But.
Yeah, to be honest with you, we're really just going to flip the script from last year. We actually had a full promo calendar ready to go. It was actually going out, I think, like 4 days after the coronavirus hit. So we had it all ready, and it was getting ready to go to print and everything. So, I mean, for us, obviously, we're going to do the Joe Mauer 20th anniversary jerseys. We'll pump that out. We had 9 bobbleheads scheduled for this year, so we actually have 7 of them in hand. So a lot of those will just revert to next year. We're actually doing a military series. So we're going to do every branch in the military as a bobblehead, something a little bit different where, we've never had a, huge connect here with having the arsenal and so forth. But I think that's something unique that's different and kind of something we haven't hit in the community. But I don't even know now with having the Royals. I don't know what we can do and so forth. And your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we would love to, branch off of them somehow and do more things. Royals related.
Well, I would love one of those Marine Corps bobbleheads.
We'll see what we can do for you.
Do they, since you're talking to the affiliates and everything else, do they give you any type of thing of like anticipating the problem? Like there might be guidelines here, which you guys can space out with the berm. I mean, that's awesome that you can do that. But do they give you anything like, hey, let's figure out, start thinking ahead of maybe what you're going to have to do as far as participation? Yeah,
so that's actually more just on us on River Bandit staff in general, where we've actually laid the ballpark out. We had events through the summer. We had a lot of youth sports games, couple high school and so forth. So we were actually doing max capacity about 850 with those during the summer, every fourth row. So we know what we can do there. Obviously, that's probably pretty minimal. We also have another plan that we use each side of every other aisle and kind of do a zigzag. So I think if we have some restrictions, or if it's even like 50% or something like that, we'll be able to do a minimum of 2,000 to 3,000, depending on if somebody calls and says I need 6, or somebody calls and says I need 4. We'll have to space them out, but. Our hope is everything's back to normal. I mean, I really hope so. I mean, if we have an opening day that's nice, I mean, we might have 5,000 people out there with just being able to see sports again. So, but yeah, we have, I don't know, I think 4 different plans. There's like a 10% capacity, a 25, and a 50. So, we're just going to wait to see what we can and can't do and go from there. So, but yeah, hopefully things are back to normal.
How have you been dealing with it? I mean, you just came into you're from the area, but you just came back to the River Bandits and you're ready to go, and then you have to deal with it. You have employees that have to, find other jobs. And how have you been dealing with it?
Yeah, so for us, we're still at 9 full time. So we actually had 4 positions we were in the hiring process for when we got to this point. So we obviously didn't get to hire those. But just like everybody else, we're running 9 people. That's actually probably a lot for minor league baseball right now. Most teams couldn't do what we could do in Iowa, and thankfully we were able to, do some stuff at the facility and say, hey, spread out, do what you're supposed to do, just kind of, have more hand washing stations, things like that. So we were able to do, I think we were at like 160 events this year, just different things. But it was really just switching gears. I never expected we were going to have 120 youth and high school games at our park this year. Like, it's wild to think that, but we were doing everything from mowing to chalking lines, like stuff you don't do. But at the end of the day, I think everybody was thankful that we all just got to keep working. So, but for us, when it gets a little bit closer, when we have a schedule and idea what's going on, there's been some talk of they were going to switch everybody to May to September, just in general, like nothing to do with coronavirus. But to me, that makes more sense. Like, I would love to be on a May 1 through September 30th schedule. Like, if we don't have to deal with April, I mean, you guys know how it is. It's cold and rainy and we get snow. Like, that's a bonus for us. I mean, so really, when you kind of said new affiliate, advanced day, we might now have a schedule that runs May through September. That's a big win in my mind.
Yeah. No, I just think it's awesome, and I just appreciate you coming on and talking with us. You're a sports fan. How have you been dealing with the lack of sports?
Man, it's tough, man. My brother works in baseball too, and he came down last week, and he's like, we'd be at like a basketball game or something right now. And it's tough. Like, it's one thing to watch it on TV, but being there in person, like, man, it's not the same. So, I mean, especially for me, I live my life around baseball and sports. Like, it's been a tough year. I can't wait to just get out and go do something. So we were even talking about maybe trying to go down for the World Series because they're letting people in, but it sounded like you couldn't get a ticket for that either. That was pretty much spoken for. But yeah, we were thinking about jumping in the car and driving to Dallas and kind of getting out, but I think we would have went there and stood outside. But no, I said I'm probably more anxious to get back to it than most people, but it'll be here soon enough.
Yeah, it's like you said. I think it's for a while there, you kind of go through it, and then when it starts to come back, your college football, your NFL, it's still never really, you never had that anticipation to kick off because you were always like, something's going to happen. The NFL has done a good job of moving things around, and in their own wonky, weird way. And NCAA, football, we've seen that, and we'll see what happens with the NBA when they tip off. Obviously, the bubble worked for them, but we'll see what happens now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Hey, man, thank you so much for coming up and sharing all this information. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm sure this took a lot of stress off of you to get this, and I think it's your guys' partnership with the Royals is going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Great, guys. Thanks. Yeah, I think last night was my first full night of sleep in a while. So, hey, we've made it. So, thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
You let us know.
We look forward to coming down, doing a few shows if we can, and if it's allowable, and we'll be there for sure. My daughter can't wait to ride all the rides. So that's all I hear.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Appreciate you. All right. We're going to take a break here on ESPN 1170 AM. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
This is WQAD's Matt Randazzo, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
This is Will at Dolan Jewelers. We know that gift giving can be a struggle for most guys. That's why at Dolan's we make it easy. We offer a wide selection of brilliant diamond studs that will make her face light up this holiday season. Our cheerful elves will also show you the most popular styles in jewelry today. For a safe, local, and easy shopping experience, visit Dolan Jewelers on Elmore Avenue in Davenport or dolanjewelers.com.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
Just making stuff up now.
Play. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I argued for Chris Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year. Come on.
Did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Checkers has a 99-cent spicy chicken sandwich every day until 2020 is over. Let's get through 2020 together at Checkers. Get your spicy chicken sandwich for 99 cents every day until 2020 is over. Don't forget to grab some of Checkers' famous fries while you're getting that 99-cent spicy chicken. If you live in or around the Quad Cities, there's a Checkers location near you. Fastest drive-through in the Quad Cities. See you there. Get your spicy chicken sandwich for 99 cents fast at the Checkers drive-thru.
This is Greeny with Mike Greenberg.
If you don't think analytics are a useful tool in winning games in sports, then what you should do is when you go to the racetrack, you should just pick horses based upon which one you think is the prettiest. You should disregard everything else you might find in a racing form. You should pick stocks based upon how much you like the names of the companies. Disregard information that might help you make an informed decision. You wouldn't do that because you're not an idiot, and neither are the people running sports teams and making decisions. Analytics are a great example of something that has turned into a hot-button topic because we've attached a fancy or frightening word to a very simple concept. Analytics are just the things that have happened. That's all they are. They're just telling you what's happened. In the past, this has happened.
Greeny. Weekdays at 11. A Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Play your game with the first bet risk-free. Up to $500. Only at Elite Sportsbook. Just sign up for a new Elite Sportsbook account and make your first bet online. If it is graded as a loss, we will match it with a free bet up to $500. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for a list of casino locations and sign up today. You will always be in the game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Hey, Quad Cities, it's Jaybird with Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Get your local sports talk 12 to 2 with me, T-Roy, Bomber, and Surge. Download the station app to listen to us anywhere. And like us on social media to join in the conversation. Plus, when you sign up to be an ESPN Insider, you'll get access to all of our great contests and everything that's going on at ESPN1170am.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged. We are the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Come on into Tyson's, more for Christmas.
We have gifts for everyone on your list this year, and all at more savings for you. Take care of the kids in your list with huge savings in our Tyson's Toy Shop. Get more for comfort and style with Carhartt, Ariat, Durango, and more. On sale now. What shopping list for Dad wouldn't be complete without a trip to Tyson's? Save today on deals from DeWalt and Milwaukee. Tyson's. Home, farm, auto.
On your radio, on your phone, on Alexa. Hear and talk about baseball on your sports leader. ESPN 1170.
Welcome back to Don't Hassle So Local AM 1170.
Yeah, I want to thank Joe for coming in from the Quad City River Bandits. Dave Gallagher on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread said it's going to be good for the economy. He's right. We just have to now, hopefully that everything goes through and they don't have a strong restrictions on how they can have people. But by then, if it is May through September, maybe vaccine will sweep through. I don't know. I can't predict that stuff. So usually our thing is to recklessly speculate, but that's one of those. Now it's a topic that everyone's an expert on, so it's not a fun to recklessly speculate that. Before he came on, we just talked a little bit about the Iowa-Wisconsin game. Wisconsin's ranked 25th in the AP and 25th in the coaches' ranking. Iowa's ranked 19th in the AP, 18 in the coaches' ranking. Iowa's 5-2 has won 5 straight, outscoring opponents 186-76, and averaging 37.2 points per game during that winning streak. Looking over at some of the things. Oh, that's what else we got to do. I got to try to get a hold this morning. Started thinking about something else. Felicia Goodson, to talk about her. But I think it was on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread that Ezra said that Wisconsin's offense isn't very good. This is a trophy game, by the way.
Which one is this?
Heartland.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So Iowa's won the Florida Rosedale. They won the Heroes versus Nebraska, and we'll see how they do if they can go 3-0 in the games, in the trophies games. So that will be this Saturday, 2:30.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what?
Things coming through quickly in the T-Roy text thread line.
All right.
From our boy Rich Oswald.
Okay. Yeah, Ozzy.
Why a Dak for Mac trade would make sense for the Bears and the Cowboys.
Dak
Prescott.
Okay. Is he recklessly speculating?
I don't know. He goes, he just ordered his Dak Bears gear.
Okay.
No way is that happening. There's no way that happens.
Well, because he hasn't signed a contract. He's not under contract.
Right.
Yeah. So that's not going to happen. And we saw the quote yesterday by the GM or it was a GM or somebody. It wasn't Jerry Jones. That said, it's not a matter of we don't want to pay Dak Prescott. It was a matter of it's years. They want him there to be there for years.
Yeah.
So he said that's their leader. That game on Saturday will be on FS1 with the 2:30 kickoff, and hopefully all things go well and Iowa ends on a 6-game winning streak and they go into championship weekend. Now I don't know. Ezra may know. I don't know where that game is scheduled to be played.
Which one?
The Iowa Indiana championship weekend.
Gotcha. Well, it would have to be.
I don't know the schedule. If they said this spot's getting this one's getting that. We just knew Indianapolis is one.
Wouldn't they both be played in Indianapolis, one prior to the other?
You think they just play all the games and because it goes all the way down, doesn't it?
No, they just play top 2. I thought.
Oh well, see again.
I thought it was top 2, but I could be wrong. It's the Big Ten. They change stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, Emily. But you follow what I'm saying. I just thought it was the 1 and 1 and the 2 and the 2. So I was thinking they'd play the 2s like at 11 o'clock, and then the 1s would play later on by 4.
Okay. That makes sense to me.
But I mean, I could be way up.
Yeah, that makes complete sense to me.
Probably later than 4. Well, no, it wouldn't because I don't think you can have fans anyway. So
yeah,
it'd probably be more like you play one at a noon time and one would be more prime time. It's the Big Ten championship. They're going to play it, 6, 7 o'clock at night, right?
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well, before we go into that, I do just have one thing to say, and I want to thank Coach Lavelle for sending this to me and reminding me. And T-Ray, you and I talked about this briefly last night, but passing of Coach Freeman for the Bettendorf football program. He's a teacher of mine, one of the people that I would say inspired me to be a teacher. He was a coach of mine in
Tell
football.
your story, because it's a good story.
Oh, okay. I've told the story before, but I'll share it with you guys again. So I didn't play football for Bettendorf until my senior year.
We got someone
we got someone call. All right. We'll tell the story when we come back. That's a little tease. Go.
All right. Welcome to the show. Who do we have?
It's Caesar.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
What's happening?
Not much. I was calling in. I got to plug my hassle bracket that I put out on the Twitter this morning, or last night I revealed the bracket.
Yeah, Jay
and
just
then I
brought
heard you
it up.
talking about the Big Ten, and they're going to play. The Big Ten's playing all 7 games while they want to.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And the 6 games are going to be on campus, and the championship game will be in Indiana. So Iowa has a chance to host if they play.
They have a chance to host, okay, if they play. Is this coming down to record?
They have not said the criteria as to who is hosting where or why.
Okay.
Just all the six games will be played on campus somewhere. There was some speculation that they were going to play a couple of games in Indy on Friday, and then because the championship game is the big noon on Fox.
Okay.
That Saturday.
Yeah, that changed, but yeah.
So they're playing the championship game at 11 o'clock our time.
Okay.
Well, let me look at this. Well, he got you on the line. Let's check this out.
What we're gonna do? We were gonna do it in the second hour. We were gonna go through it, but that's fine. It's the hassle bracket on Twitter.
I like all the 1 seeds.
Yeah, you follow at Crabhead Hasslers, and it is athletes who ended on the wrong teams, right? That's the theme.
Yeah. It's the wrong team hassle bracket. Tried to find the greats, the elites, guys you think of. See them standing in that jersey, and they, sadly ended their careers wearing the wrong one.
But Ease Rays, I got to point one out to you here. I mean, who's to say Tom Brady doesn't go back to New England? I'm joking.
Oh,
the one-day contract.
Well, I did make one mistake because Pete Rose actually ended in the Reds. But as I was scrolling through last night, I saw a picture on an article of him wearing an Expos hat in the jersey. I was like, oh, God. Oh, it gave me the shivers.
Yeah.
It was so gross looking.
We're going to look into that in the second hour and kind
you
of
got two really strong 7s in here.
Yeah.
The Babe Ruth and Jerry Rice are really freaking strong, man. I mean, really strong.
The only thing wrong with Jerry Rice is he bounced around before he ended in Seattle. He went to the Super Bowl with the Raiders.
Yeah.
He had a couple stops. That's why he kind of got pushed down. I should have put him against Montana instead of Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen should be higher than an AC.
What we're referring to is the hassle bracket on Twitter. Follow at Craphead Hasslers, and it's the theme of it is athletes who ended up on the wrong team. And we'll go through probably at least the top 4, and then whatever seeds you see out there as well. T. Roy, we'll break that down.
Oh, this is good. I like it.
Yeah, and I think he knew you'd like that. So, what else is going on, my man?
Not much. Just slaving away, working 50 hours a week up here.
Well, I saw yesterday that you said you're going to take some time off.
Cleaned up before the baseball game next summer that they're going to tease me with again.
Yeah, exactly. But I saw on Twitter you said you're going to try to get some time off. Come down here.
Oh yeah, as soon as I can.
Love it. All right, buddy. Thank you very much for your time and the phone call. Appreciate you.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thanks,
Yep. Bye. That's Easer Hayes. He's a friend of the show. He's been on before, and he always comes up with things about going on. T. Roy, something you said earlier before the show, Brad brings up, and we'll get to that in just a second. I'll just finish up my story because bounce around. So Coach Tom Freeman passed away from the Bettendorf football program, I believe, and Coach Lavelle can tell me if he's listening out there. I believe he was an assistant coach of the year. If he ever didn't win it, he deserved it. But I didn't play football till my senior year. Scrawny kid. Actually got convinced to go out because of Kevin Frecking. And story for that is that I got cut from baseball my junior year, and my buddies talked me into going out lifting. And from there, just kind of started hanging out with the football players in the program. And so I'm going out for football, and we're on Tuvell Field. In Tuvell Stadium now, it's Merv Hobnick Field. And Coach Freeman walks by, and we're stretching. We're on our butts, but we're stretching. And he stops by, and he goes, "Foster, I got to put you on the roster for the program. What do I list you at?" And I looked up at him, and I said, 5'8", 155. And without even pausing, he said, "Sure you are." And then he just kept walking. It's my favorite thing ever. He's just like, "Sure you are." And it's just one of those things that.
What were you really?
Like 5'6", maybe 150 wet. And he's like, "Sure you are." And so, because I'm not even, I've never seen 5'8" a day of 5'8".
All right.
So and they put me down to 5'8", 155. It's just things like that made me laugh. He was also a great teacher, and oddly enough, it's the first time and last time I ever saw a social studies class graded on a curve. But that's the other story I was telling you. My buddy and I, Chris Coward, we were so competitive about everything that, because of us, we moved that curve probably not because we're smart, just we were competitive we wanted to set the curve. So might be some kids that actually failed his class because of us. I don't know. But great guy, and, wanted to pay respects to him about that. So Brad says on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, thoughts on Myles Garrett being Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee for the Browns?
I saw that, Brad, and I did have to make some likes on some comments. So Myles Garrett's the guy that slapped Mason Rudolph in the head with his helmet last year after a play, Browns versus the Steelers, and then 5 days later conveniently said that Rudolph was making racist remarks, which Rudolph's own teammates were right there. They're African American too, so they didn't seem to hear the remarks. So anyway, I don't know. PR stunt, right? Trying to make this guy's image look better,
I guess. Yeah.
He's a great defensive player. And he's had a pretty damn good year. I think they're just trying to save this guy's face a little bit. He did make a mistake. I'm not trying to diminish it. I'm sure if you're Mason Rudolph, you don't like Myles Garrett at all. Yeah. Not cool. He's not going to win it.
Okay.
Pretty damn stupid though.
Yeah, I didn't see who the other nominees were.
Not quite like making OJ your Man of the Year or anything, but
No, yeah. Now the thing is like,
or Time Magazine making Comrade LeBron Athlete of the Year. What did he really do? They had to recruit one of the other greatest players in the NBA right now to come play with him so he could win another title. But hey, whatever. Don't get me going on that.
Oh, this is the NFL though one. I know. You're talking about the Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I can tell you that. Break that one down.
But this is the Man of the Year. This is Walter Payton Award.
Yeah.
Remember that there was a guy that won the Walter Payton Award, and the very next day he got busted for soliciting illegal prostitution. So they make mistakes with this award all the time.
I'm with you now. What you're saying about publicity to kind of raise them up. Each team nominates someone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I just thought the NFL were just like, let's just give it to this guy.
Each team nominates a guy from their team, and then from there, the NFL decides.
Your guy, Jalen Smith, has been nominated by the Dallas Cowboys.
Jalen Smith's a great kid.
Jimmy Graham's been nominated by the Bears.
He's a great guy.
The Green Bay Packers nominated Corey Linsley.
Don't know him.
Minnesota Vikings, Eric Kendricks.
Don't know him.
Is there any other teams around here that regional-wise?
What about the Chiefs?
There you go. Travis Kelce.
Great kid.
Great guy. No Myles Garrett, though.
He's no Myles Garrett.
I can tell you that much. Yeah. I'm telling you, I did not know that. I thought that just one person stood out. Maybe that is how that goes over everything. But yeah, the person of the year, the Sports Illustrated one, or who was it?
Time Magazine.
Time Magazine
gave LeBron Athlete of the Year. Whatever.
Are you serious?
Completely serious.
That doesn't seem. I'm sorry, that doesn't seem right to me. I am not.
I'm with you 100%, Jay.
Okay. I mean,
but Time Magazine's probably owned by China.
Well,
for all we know,
I don't need to go that route.
Leah's not here, man. If Leah's not here, I get to do it. I'm positive. I just saw it on Twitter. Unless it was somebody making a joke.
No,
it looked real to me.
Yeah. She probably should.
News. It's news to me, Jay.
I'm pulling it up where.
Yeah, right here. Sports Center. LeBron named Times 2020 Athlete of the Year.
Okay, is it for his play or is it for his civil?
I'd have to go to Time and read
social
the
awareness. Okay, gets us all confused here. I'll
read the article when we go to break. I got to pull it. I would say it would be
Breanna Stewart from the WNBA who sat out the entire season, and I know she was nominated or something,
but I mean, it's Athlete of the Year? Why are they nominating them?
I don't know.
I don't need to care. Who reads Time Magazine anyway?
I don't know.
Nobody.
Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, let's look at tonight's game. Let's do a quick DFS. We'll look at the Hassel bracket, and I've got a little thing for us to do also.
Oh, great.
Am I missing anything else that's on the list? All right.
I don't know. All right, Quad Cities, we need to stop going to social media sites because they suck anyway, and asking people where you get your oil change, who does best tattoos, or where you're going to grab some lunch. Just pick up your Locals Lovest guide. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find what you're looking for, or go to localslovest.com, click on Quad Cities, and browse your favorites. It's easy to use, and my buddy Chopper is even ranking the most popular places for you. Makes it real easy, right, Chops? Anyway, those are our friends from Locals Lovest. They are your guide to the best.
You like that? You like that? We're good streaky! Yeah!
Holy cow! This is Lobo from Lobo Salsa. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
I love getting free shirt.
For real, free shirt is always awesome. Did you see this shirt?
That shirt's crazy. Where did you get that?
QC Custom Tees. They all about free shirt this time of year. They have a sweet deal going on right now where you buy 25 hoodies for $25 each and get free shirt with every hoodie purchase.
Wait, so you mean I can order 25 hoodies and when I pick them up, I get to take a shirt when I pick them up?
Actually, you can take 25 shirts when you pick them up. If you need more, you can order 50 hoodies and the price drops to $20 each. And of course, more free shirt.
Holy
Whoa, this is a radio commercial. Careful what you say. Baby, you should go to QC Custom Tees now and take advantage of the free shirt they're offering before the special disappears.
Great idea. I just need to take care of one thing first. Do you know where the bathroom is?
Time is limited. This deal won't last long. Go to their website, qccustomtees.com, or find them on Facebook, QC Custom Tees.
I'm Steve Weissman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. After losing Drew Brees, the Saints haven't lost a game. The veteran is currently eligible to come off injured reserve, but did not practice with the team Wednesday. According to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, it's more likely Brees rejoins the team for Week 15. Meantime, Daniel Jones could return to the lineup Sunday for the NFC East leading Giants. Head coach Joe Judge says he is optimistic the Giants quarterback will be available against the Cardinals. Elsewhere, Steelers running back James Conner was activated off the reserve COVID list Wednesday. Washington running back Antonio Gibson is dealing with a painful case of turf toe. He is not expected to play Sunday against the 49ers. And in scheduling news, the Cleveland Browns' Week 15 road game against the Giants has been flexed to Sunday night, moving the 49ers and Cowboys to 1 p.m. Eastern. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Need the perfect gift for the NFL fan in your life? Go to NFLshop.com and get their favorite player's jersey, personalized gifts, or next favorite hat. With daily holiday deals and the ultimate gift guide, NFLshop.com has you covered. Shop now for the most up-to-date assortment for all 32 teams, including face coverings. You'll choose from the largest selection anywhere. NFL Shop is the destination for their favorite team's gear. Head to NFLshop.com today to start checking off your gift list.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings might be the hardest thing about getting those savings. Save for simply becoming an Allstate customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. Allstate. Minimum effort, maximum reward.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. Drive-bys is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Unfiltered. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Zubin Mahinte.
Two things. Number one, it feels like Adam Gase. It feels like this is a last-ditch effort. Not to save his job, but I think to save his respectability, right? To try to say, maybe a future job. Like, I'm trying to do things right. While I'm on my way out the door here, I'm going to try to sit here and say, it's like a confession, essentially, saying like, hey, look, I messed up. I haven't handled my responsibility. That's number one. Number two, I think it's going to be harder and harder to go away from the hype that's going to come with Trevor Lawrence. If you're a New York fan, if you're a Jet fan, you're also worried about maybe even if we do surround Sam Darnold with the right skill sets or the right players, maybe this is who Sam Darnold is. Maybe he never blossoms out of this. It takes a really strong personality to bear out of that and say, that's not who I am. Maybe this is who Sam Darnold is.
Keyshawn, Jay, Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
This year's been quite the doozy. Make life fun again with Boozy's Bar and Grill. Boozy's is known for their delicious food, drinks, and friendly atmosphere. And if your mom told you you've got talent, well, come prove it every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. at Boozy's Karaoke. Check out the Quad City's newest hot spot, the 580 Social Club, above Boozy's every Saturday night with DJ Barry, a dance floor and cocktail lounge. Make plans to meet your friends at the 580 Social Club with DJ Barry this Saturday night. Online at Boozies.com or find them on Facebook.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers, but maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out. Go to townsquarequadcities.com now for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too. There's no cost and no obligation. Be one of the first business owners to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising here on ESPN 1170. Get started today. Call 563-202-2230 or visit townsquarequadcities.com.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB, Davenport.
Welcome back, everybody, to Don't Hassle So Local. I do have some breaking news coming off the Twitter lines.
Whoa, you're on Twitter.
Yeah, Jay, from our boy Thomas Shakert the Cakert.
Okay. Just got off of Zoom.
Paul Christ just said that he doesn't think Wisconsin will have wide receiver Danny Davis this weekend versus Iowa.
All right.
So, interesting news from Little Shake and Cake.
We got a Thursday night game tonight. Patriots at the Rams. Rams are a 5-point favorite. Super Bowl matchup, recap of a repeat or whatever you want to do. So I like the Rams tonight.
Rams are favored by 6, I believe.
Whatever. I have in front of me since 5, so it might have moved up to 6, or it was 6, or it moves down to 5. I have no idea. But, it's not the Patriots team used to, but the Patriots are playing much better. There was a time when we could write them off, and they currently have a 13.1% chance to make the playoffs. So let's see. The thing that's going on here is the difference here. Written by Bill Barnwell of ESPN.com. What he points out is that they're just not turning the ball over. And when they were 2-5, they had turned the ball over 15 times in 7 games, which is tied for the highest rate in football. Since then, they've gone on this little win streak here, 3-1 or whatever. They've only turned the ball over twice. So no, in 5 games they only turned the ball over twice. So that's where they're going with that. But it's still a long shot for them to make the playoffs. He went on to give 5 other teams that will make the playoffs in the 3 spots in the AFC. It gives the Dolphins a 40.9% chance to make it. They have a tough schedule ahead. Yeah. They've got to play. Let's see. They've got to play the Patriots still, and then they've got the
Kansas
Chiefs.
City.
Yep. And
Vegas and Buffalo.
Yeah, it's not an easy schedule going out. That 49.7% chance to get in, the Raiders are there. Not if they play the way they played against the Jets. The Colts at 61.4% chance. And the Ravens at 67.5. And the Browns at 86.4. Haven't made it there in 18 years.
Wow.
I know. So, but we got a game tonight. So let me pull up this.
We're going to do some daily?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantasy.
Let's do a daily fantasy. Let's do
action, Jaybird.
Yep.
Now, is this the one, too, where I get double points on somebody?
Yes, this is the Captain League. It's only one game one, so it's just called the Captain League. So one person.
So tell me how it works. Tell me what I need to fill out. Do I get a captain and a quarterback?
No. It's just you're just filling out 6 spots, and the captain on top is going to cost a little bit more, but you get 1.5 times.
So
the
quarterback.
Points. You can go anywhere. Anyone.
What I'm saying. What do I need? I just get 6 spots.
Yeah, you have 6 players for one game.
Any 6, and then
so consider them all flexes, and a quarterback is considered a flex.
Gotcha. All right, I get 6 guys. Well, let's take the running back from the Rams. Is it Henderson right now? No, it's not Henderson. It's Akers.
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers. Let's do him. How much he cost us?
$12,000. You have a $50,000 budget.
Cam Akers.
That's who you want as your captain?
I don't know yet. Can I pick them all? Well, no, I got to decide.
What about Harris, the running back New England? He scored 3 times last week.
How much does he cost us?
$13,200.
Well, that's more than Cam.
Yeah, let's go Cam and then put Harris on.
All right, let's do Cam then Harris.
Okay.
All right.
Now he only costs you 8.8 because it costs more to have a captain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they bump it up a little bit.
So we got who's the captain?
You had Cam Akers as your captain.
All right. So how much money do I got left?
38.
And we got 8 Harris too.
Not yet. I'm going to do it right now though. If you want. Yeah. Boom. Now you got 29.2 with 4 spots left and an average of 7.3. Robert
Woods.
He's going to cost you 9.2.
Okay.
You can get a quarterback though. I mean, Goff is going to be
pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Edelman's got COVID-19. He's out.
Yeah, I know. What is Goff? How much does Goff cost us?
11.
Take him.
Okay.
How much I got left?
6,067. So you could get like a kicker.
Or
defense, and then you'd have some things to kick around after that.
What about? Could I get like Tyler Higbee?
Yeah, he's only 6. He's 6'6", so it's right around what your average. No, he's 5,000. Sorry, yeah. So you're under.
And so who can I get from there?
Well, you got 13.2 left and 6.6 remaining. So
wait a minute. What now?
You've got 2 spots left.
No, only got 1 spot left. I took Cam Akers, Harris, Woods, Goff.
I didn't know you. I didn't get the Woods part. Sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
All right, sorry.
Now you got 4,000 left.
So I have Akers, Harris, Woods, Goff, Higbee.
Yes, you have 4,000 left.
I have 4,000. Who's in my 4,000 range?
The kickers, tight end Everett for the Rams. You've got Jefferson, wide receiver for the Rams. Brown for the Rams. He's averaging 8.4 points per game, but that would be...
Let's do that kicker from the Rams. What's his name?
He's questionable, though.
What?
Yeah. Let's do the kicker for the Rams.
For the Rams?
Yeah, they're all quite... He's playing.
All right.
Okay.
What's his name?
I don't know his first name. Last name's Gay. And it really is Gay. I'm not saying it like as a substitute for stupid, because I wouldn't do that.
All right.
All right, I like that.
See what we do. I think we're going to dictate.
Dominate. All right, we're in.
So we got 2 running backs, a wide receiver, a quarterback, a tight end, and a kicker.
You know, we've mentioned quite a few times things about... I just read an interesting article. Mentioned quite a few times the COVID and what we've done differently. Like, I guess I don't really think too much about the handshake. I mean, if someone... You know, I go for it every time. I go for handshake. Do you know the history of a handshake is?
Because you didn't want to have a dagger in their other hand or something?
Yeah, it's 2 enemies showing that they're unarmed.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Well, I still go for it. Someone wants to do it. It's all right. It used to be back in the day. I'm not big on the fist bump. Someone do it, and you just go, turkey, and then whatever else. But, you do it.
Do the fist bump.
Yeah,
like changing gears.
Some guy gave me the elbow one time, and I gave him I grabbed his elbow. Yeah, I shook the elbow. But that was not too long ago. That guy was kind of a dick, and he deserved it. Anyway, so...
I think I know who this guy was.
Yeah. So anyway, what I was reading was...
you made me laugh, dude. You made me laugh really hard.
The fist bump, where it came from.
Where did it come from? Well, the high five was Dusty Baker and another Dodger.
Okay.
The fist bump.
The
Bash
fist bump,
Brothers was the forearm.
Yeah. No, this started in 1970. It was...
sports related?
Yeah, it was the Baltimore Bullets basketball game. It would happen between Fred Carter, a rookie guard, and then Wes Unsled.
Huh.
He, the rookie guard, was known for his enthusiasm, held up his fist for his teammate Wes Unsled before the game, and it could have been more of a black power thing that they were going on, but Wes Unsled put his fist back and bumped it. And by 1971, it was kind of like an underground thing that they called like a soul handshake. So, in fact, that year in 1971, AL Cy Young and MVP Vida Blue did it to President Richard Nixon during the team visit to the White House.
Vida Blue for the Oakland A's?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I never would I think of anything like that.
You was born in 71, right? Yours truly.
That's right.
Me and Kid Rock, same day.
But I never was into the Bash Brothers. You and Kid Rock, same day. Yeah. Never much into the fist bump. But that's an interesting thing to think of. All right, take me through the Craphead Hasslers
bracket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is what we talked to Easer Aids. He called us on the phone. He made a bracket of, and he's done all kinds of great things when it comes to sports and a lot of those things when you need a break and look at things. But he did this one, and it was players that ended on the wrong teams. So, for instance, one of the number one seeds I know is Joe Montana, known as a 49er, but he ended his career as a Kansas City Chief.
Kansas City Chief. All right, so I will start out. I'm going to call the top left bracket the Northeast.
Okay, good
call.
All
right, or the Northwest. My bad.
There you go. Yeah,
the Northwest. So your number one seed is MJ. So granted, okay. I think that's a solid one. The 8th seed is Ray Borke. No idea. Must be a hockey player.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is Karl Malone. And his 5 seed counterpart, this is brilliant, Gary Payton, because they both went on to be Lakers.
Oh, yeah. He does put some thought into those things. It's good.
So, and I like this next one, too. The 2 best centers of the 80s and 90s, Hakeem Olajuwon at the 3 and Patrick Ewing at the 6. I did not realize that Ewing went on to become a member of the Magic.
Oh, I didn't either.
And Hakeem went up to be a Toronto Raptor. So, yeah, there's things you just don't realize that happen. Number 2, Hank Aaron, and the 7 seed Harmon Killebrew, one of your guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How does he find this stuff?
I'm going to call it the Southwest bracket, Jay.
Okay. Who's the one there?
The one, Emmitt Smith.
Oh,
went
yeah.
on to be an Arizona Cardinal.
That's right.
Which, I think he broke the record. Didn't he? No.
Yeah, he broke Walter Payton's record as a Cardinal.
As a Cardinal or as a Cowboy?
As a Cardinal.
But he did it at Dallas playing against Dallas, I thought. I could be wrong.
Stop trying to make it a...
whatever, Dallas Jay. He's a Cowboy. You stick it. All right. The 8th seed is Dwayne Wade. And I'm trying to remember where he went after the Heat.
Didn't he have a...
I don't remember.
He went back after the Heat? He played it all with the Heat. Then he left.
No, he stayed.
He was Cavaliers too. He was with the Cavaliers.
All right, so that's where he ended it then. All right.
I think
and then number 4, I like the number 4 a lot. He bounced around a lot though. Ricky used to play with a guy like you in New York.
Oh, Ricky Henderson.
Yes.
That's a good one, yeah. He used to play that. He said that to John Olerud.
Yeah.
He wore a helmet just like
Ricky's playing a guy you wear a hat just like that. Yeah, Ricky, that was me.
The thing is, Ricky did bounce around a lot.
God, I love Ricky. Ricky stories could never get old. Gordie Howe at the 5. And he did some research on here. Franco Harris. I'd have no idea where he went on to play.
No idea where he would have gone outside of being a Steeler.
Yeah. Yogi Berra. No idea where he went on other than
probably it's like the Brooklyn Dodgers. Brad Hines says that he went to the Saints. Franco Harris did. I bet you he went to the Brooklyn Dodgers. Yogi Berra did.
All right. Johnny Unitas at the 2 seed.
Johnny Utah. Sorry, man.
And at the 7, this is the strong one here, Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
That's a strong 7. I think that's a 7-2 upset right there. Calling it now. Joe Montana leads off the Northeast bracket.
Mm-hmm.
At the 1 seed. We just talked about that earlier. At 8, this is a strong 8, though, and they both were Kansas City Chiefs. Marcus Allen.
See, again, putting some thought into it. Good job.
At the 4, man, this is going to blow me away, too. Tony Dorsett. One of my favorite.
Say the Rams.
You might be right. I don't remember that. Man, I loved Tony Dorsett when I was a kid.
I say this all the time. I had no thing for Tony Dorsett whatsoever.
He would when he
that's
ran.
I'm telling you, that's what changed you guys, the kids around in our area, to Cowboy fans. They just stayed that way, like them and Danny White and all those guys.
Man, it was Roger Staubach. But Tony Dorsett, when he ran, he glided. It was like, just go back and watch some footage of Dorsett. All right.
Okay.
Don't tell me you can't love that guy.
Oh, Franco Harris was Seattle, not Saints. Okay.
Okay. Bobby Orr at the 5 seed.
Here's the thing. Boston Bruins, I have to guess the first team that he's known for.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, hockey fans.
O.J. Simpson at the 3.
I
like this matchup he has.
I should know this, by the way. Yeah, I think he was out in L.A., too. I think he went to the Rams.
He's his 6th seed that he's facing off against? Pete Rose.
That's a good one.
That's
a good matchup.
That's a great matchup.
That's a good matchup. 49ers, Brad saying, okay.
All right. And then, he was 49er. I remember.
Okay.
Willie Mays is the 2 seed. And then here's the strong 7, Jerry Rice.
Oh, boy. That's going
to be that's going to be a tough one.
Okay.
Not calling the upset there, but I'll bet that's going to be tight. Okay, and then the Southeast bracket, Tommy Brady at the 1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Against the big unit, Randy Johnson. I say this right now. Brady's the weakest one.
You give me 3 teams, and I'm not. Heck, you had 4. He was an Expo when he came up, right? Then he went to Seattle. Then he went to New York, and then he went to Diamondbacks.
Was he an Expo when he came up?
I feel like he was. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I saw his rookie card. I feel like I
don't remember. I remember him in Seattle. I remember him going down to Arizona.
3 teams, and I think 3's fine. 3 is the number. 4, you're just goofing around. You're not loyal to anything.
I think Brady wins that matchup, but he's going to lose real quick after that. All right, number 4 seed. This is a good matchup right here. The 4 versus 5. Peyton Manning. First, Brad. Send my wife a picture, wouldn't you please? Favre.
That's a 4 and 5?
Yeah. So Manning, not finishing as a Colt, finishing as a Bronco.
You know,
Favre goes to the Jets, and then the Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be good. Martin Brodeur against Mike Madonna was your 3-6 matchup. Okay. Hockey, right?
Well, it's not NASCAR racing or Formula 1 racing. I mean, unless
hockey.
I guess you could change teams in that sense. You're like on Gibbs Racing or Penske Racing team. I'm making.
And
stuff
then the
up
number
now.
2, 7. But it probably got hard to find 32 of these guys. So anyway,
why don't they nickname their cars?
Why
don't they give them names like there's Bubba Wallace and the Black Beauty or the Tubby Turbo?
I don't know.
I wonder if they do call. I want to talk to a NASCAR guy.
Yeah, sorry. All right. Joe Namath at the 2 seed against Chris Chelios.
Yeah.
Chelios was a Blackhawk for years.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know where he went after that. Now, Joe Namath, I mean, he went from the Jets to a bar.
Give me a kiss. I want to kiss you. Come on, give me a kiss.
Was that Bonnie Bernstein? Or
I think
was that,
so. I don't know.
Or was it? Oh, I think it was Bonnie Bernstein. God, poor Bonnie Bernstein.
Yeah. Rams, Brad saying.
The Rams.
Yeah.
Cram it in your cram hole, Rams.
That's it?
That's it? Those are the brackets?
I tell you what, that's an incredible list.
I'm sure glad he's got enough time to do that.
Yeah. How do you think? I mean, first, that's
really, I mean, there's guys out there I don't know, and I'm like, okay.
Incredible content to get that, put that together and to get, so that's 32 different athletes that you have to think of to come up with. And then to see
I probably couldn't have come up with 5.
Yeah, some of the good matchups that he does that are head scratchers, those are all good as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, really appreciate that. Some other things before we go to a break. With 4 weeks left in the regular season, there are 3 records that are in danger of being broken in the NFL. Individual records.
Ooh, do I get a guess?
I think you can guess maybe 1 out of 3.
Really?
Yeah. I can give you another trivia question.
Give me a hint. Give me a hint. Are they offensive or defensive records?
One has to do with age. One has to do with catches. And one has to do with receiving yards.
Okay.
You want to think about it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So the catches is going to be... It's not going to be most catches in a career. It's not going to be most catches in a season. Right? No.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be most catches by a tight end in his career.
Okay.
Okay. Most catches by a tight end.
That's your catches one. Okay.
That's my guess for the catches.
Mm-hmm.
Age is going to be youngest quarterback to 2.
You're just making up stuff.
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay, go on. The youngest quarterback, too.
Youngest quarterback to I don't know, a certain amount of yards, and I can't guess, so I'll just say yards. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the yards.
You want specific, if it's passing, rushing, or
yeah,
it's receiving.
Receiving yards.
Yeah.
And this is going to be, you know what yards is going to be? Record for rookie receiving yards.
That's the one you got. That's the one I said you were going to get. Yes.
I got it?
Yep.
And it's going to be Justin Jefferson.
That's right. Yep. He needs only average 84.5 per game to catch Anquan Bolden, who set the record in 2003 with 1,377 yards. He's currently averaging 86.6 a game.
What was the age one?
The age one is the oldest player to receive a touchdown pass. So the oldest player to catch to catch a pass, not even a touchdown. Jeez.
Who could it be?
Well, Jerry Rice was 42 in 2004.
So who's 42 now?
Who could be 43?
Tom?
Yeah.
He's going to throw it to himself?
He's got 3 career catches, and he had one in 2018. So he could do that. That would be such a Tom Brady thing to do, in my opinion.
And then what's the catches one?
Joshua Kelly is a rookie running back for the Chargers.
Yeah.
And he has caught all 23 of his targets. But he has seen
most consecutive catches.
Yep, perfect catch rate. Most catches with a perfect catch rate. And that previously was 29. Well, it is right now 29, held by Pierre Thomas in 2010. But he's gone 3 games without seeing a pass come his way. So,
all right,
be tough.
I had some good guesses. Come on, man.
They were really good. The rookie receiving that one you nailed right on there, that was great too as well. So, no, you did a good job. All right, let's take our final break. Come back from Don't Hassle So Local here on ESPN 1170 AM.
This is Merrick Brave from SCW Pro, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Meet the Bakers.
Happy holidays!
This year, they're especially thankful for family time.
Oh, he's gotten so big.
And with pizza deals at Casey's all season long, they can spend less time in the kitchen and more time catching up.
It's so good to see you.
Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each.
Yum!
Casey's, here for family time, here for good.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
Just making stuff up now.
Play. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I argued for Chris Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Branney.
We're out in the great north woods of Scott County with outdoorsman and part-time motorcycle maniac Mark Branney of Branney's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf to see what he does in the off-season. Hey, Mark, what are you doing up in that tree?
Hunting deer. Don't want my family to starve this winter.
So, what's all that equipment you have there?
Well, there's my thermos, my Walkman, Game Boy, pork and beans, microwave, newspaper, well, and of course my trusty gun.
So, how'd you get all that out here?
Only one way. Got me a new Yamaha 4-wheel drive all-terrain vehicle. Made it in one load. Comes with front and rear racks, A-frame suspension, shaft drive. I even put a camouflage cover on this one.
Okay, so what's with the snowplow?
Well, you never know. Hey, wait. I see a deer.
Mark, that deer is as small as my dog.
So, watch this shot.
Oh, Mark, I think you missed.
Well, that's how most deer hunts go. So, let's just ride Yamaha 4-wheelers the rest of the day. Hey, wait. There's another one.
See them at Branney's Motorcycle Clinic, 4426 State Street, Bettendorf, across from Alcoa.
Did I hit it?
Almost.
This is Greeny with Mike Greenberg.
If you don't think analytics are a useful tool in winning games in sports, then what you should do is when you go to the racetrack, you should just pick horses based upon which one you think is the prettiest. You should disregard everything else you might find in a racing form. You should pick stocks based upon how much you like the names of the companies. Disregard information that might help you make an informed decision. You wouldn't do that because you're not an idiot, and neither are the people running sports teams and making decisions. Analytics are a great example of something that has turned into a hot-button topic as we've attached a fancy or frightening word to a very simple concept. Analytics are just the things that have happened. That's all they are. They're just telling you what's happened. In the past, this has happened.
Greeny. Weekdays at 11, the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
The holidays are right around the corner. Don't stress out finding that perfect gift for that hard-to-buy someone on your list. Shop Premier Metal Art. They do custom engraving on items like tumblers, promotional items, and other custom gifts. They even do holiday decor and family namesakes. These multi-layered, full-color, powder-coated metal art items are a must-have this holiday season. Customize your man cave or purchase a gift for a sports fan, a first responder, or even a veteran. Order now online at qcpremier.com or on Facebook. Finish your holiday shopping today.
This is Greeny.
LeBron James and Anthony Davis are going to be the best 1-2 punch in basketball again next year, regardless of what the Clippers do, regardless of what they have in Brooklyn, regardless of what they have in Houston, regardless of what they have in Dallas, regardless of anything else that happens.
Greeny. Weekdays at 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170. Sports news can break anytime. Get it when it does. Download the free mobile app from the Sports Leader now. ESPN 1170 AM.
We're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us Local on AM 1170.
All right, so I spend most of my time in the gym or when traveling listening to podcasts.
Well, it's because you're so in shape.
No, I'm just saying I don't listen to like music in my headphones.
Oh.
Like I listen to podcasts. I clean the bar and listen to podcasts. I work out and listen to podcasts. When I'm in the car, I listen to podcasts. Except for when I'm in the city, I just listen to ESPN 1170 AM because I'm a company man.
You are a company man.
And a lot of times you get ideas from there. I think it's always in the back of your head where you're like, okay, when you know you're taking content and you're like, oh, if you're using it, all right?
Right.
And I always try to find a way where I know like I'm kind of changing it so that it works for our show. And you always kind of have that, is it plagiarism or you copycat, and you feel like that. But then I was listening to one podcast. It's a podcast about sports casters. And he talked to anyone from Colin Cowherd to Stu Gotts to everyone else. And one said they were talking about coming up with content. And the person was like, I had a producer that was just like, if you're not stealing content, then you're not even trying. He's like, everyone's got to create stuff. So, a lot of time in the summer when we had stuff to do, I would break down movies and everything. Well, I was listening to, and if you can still do this, I highly suggest it if you have an hour and 20 minutes, and that's what I was doing driving back and forth Iowa City. They did 1993's The Program on the Rewatchables. And they did
I do not remember that.
It was Bill Simmons and Cousin Sal. No, Bill Simmons, Ryan Russillo, and Kyle Brandt from the NFL Network. And it's fantastic. You would have been overseas at the time. You've never seen The Program?
Is it a football movie?
Yeah. James Caan's the head coach.
I think, and they have a guy that's really stuck on steroids.
Yeah, Latimer.
Freaks out.
Yep.
Program just basically falls apart. I can't remember anybody else other than the steroid guy, really.
No, but the whole breakdown of it. And we've done movies before I did Space Jam and a couple others. And I'm always in my head, I'm like, we should do like the Bad News Bears. I think that's a good one for us to do if we ever do a rewatchable and break it down and everything else.
That one's tough though.
Well, except for
there's a lot of lines. There's a lot of stuff in that there.
Well, that's when you have a saying that like, would this hold up now type of thing. Yeah. You're like, because they've done a remake but really what I was thinking about, because they were making fun of the quarterback in it so bad, and my idea this I'm just was piggybacking.
It wasn't Scott Bakula, was it?
No, that was unnecessary roughness. But to that point, what you're saying is, who is the best fictional quarterback?
Fictional quarterback?
Yeah. The best fictional quarterback.
God, I'm going to start thinking of some before I can really come up with any.
Paul Cruz from The Longest Yard.
Okay, so you got the guy in Longest Yard.
The best fictional quarterback.
Well, Scott Bakula.
Yeah.
I don't even know his name.
We have some.
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott. I mean, he was throwing it through the tires.
Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Oh yeah, Willie Beeman. Don't forget Cap from that movie too.
Cap was good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just was old.
Johnny Utah.
Oh, Johnny.
He gets on there twice, back to back, because he was in for the replacements too.
Yeah, I don't remember his character name. We'll just call him Utah number 2.
Okay, and I think Utah number 2. I can't remember. Did Johnny Utah win the Heisman, or did Utah number 2 win the Heisman, or
Johnny Utah won the Heisman?
Okay, well the other one I think won it too, but he shaved some points in college.
And you're forgetting your favorite movie of all time, Johnny Be Good.
Oh, we gotta put up Paul Walker, Johnny Walker. I mean, Johnny Walker.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put Johnny.
Did we do a rewatch? We did a short rewatchable on that. We ran out of time.
Oh, Z-Bar.
Yeah.
Moxie.
Oh, Jonathan Moxon gets to go on there. Yeah.
Moxon. God, who else are we thinking about?
I don't want your life.
Are anybody else?
Moxon, what are you doing? It's an oop-de-oop offense. Oop-de-oop. Give me oop-de-effing break. That's a good one. Oh, Sunshine from Remember the Titans? Eddie just came through on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread.
Oh, you gotta have Sunshine.
Thanks, Patrick Boyd on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. Shane Falco, Footsteps Falco is Utah number 2.
Oh,
Shane Falco.
Not Rocky Me Amadeus Falco? All right, got it. Sunshine. I forgot Sunshine was the quarterback.
I'm trying to think. There's got to be more. Like, I can't be like.
I mean, you're thinking of Billy Madison, or not Billy Madison, but
No, that guy doesn't get on there or anything. yeah. That guy doesn't get on there.
Mama says yeah. That's his buddy.
Yeah.
That's it. Sandler's buddy.
But there's got to be more. I mean, the guy who played, we never get to really see Moxon play. The guy who played before him was All-State. And we never got to see it. I mean, Johnny Be Good is one of the best bad movies out there.
You love that dude.
I love that movie from start to finish. That movie just.
It's just because Uma Thurman was hot.
It's not just that. I mean, the beginning of it.
That's why
the coach is giving the pregame speech.
Yeah, you like that one. So, Sunshine, are we forgetting any football movies?
We've got The Longest Yard. We've got it. I mean, I'm not throwing anything in there from like Little Giants or anything like that. I don't like that stuff.
And then that movie you just referenced, who was the guy in that?
Oh, he actually was a Heisman. How do I forget his name already? He was a Heisman candidate, but then he had to leave a few games because he had to go to rehab.
So you don't count.
Yeah, so he didn't finish the season. But
so I don't know. I really like Sunshine because he could karate chop you.
Sunshine. So the problem with Sunshine and Johnny Walker is that it's only high school. So
okay,
I mean, they want to. He won a state. Sunshine won a state title. Johnny Walker.
Well, Moxon too.
Yeah, he's just fun to make fun of. That's all.
All right. Well, Moxon. So we got 3 high schoolers where you really can't. God, Zebra, you can't use that language. He gives Varsity Blues a 10. So we can't use those. So all right. So we'll say
I'm just saying, where it's at, and because I mean, Johnny Walker, he was National Player of the Year and set.
So Johnny Utah never made it to the pros.
Yeah, but he's really cool. So
but Falco fella never made it to the thing.
He was blacklisted because I think shaving some points.
Okay.
So and Paul Cruz did the same thing. He made it.
Right now for me it's Cap because he had all the titles already, and he was trying to lead the team, but he showed leadership to give it to Steamin' Willie Beeman.
He got hurt and then said.
And then showed leadership later.
He got Wally pipped out of that.
I like Cap. But Willie Beeman, though, you never know. I mean, fictionally, did he go on to win more titles?
And I don't know what we'd have to do more like deep search about what.
I mean, but if you're
Paul
saying
Cruz's
that they made it to
was.
the pros, is that
No. I'm just saying that. It's the sample size is not at the higher level.
Technically, Sunshine was a real person. That was a true story.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I really do like Sunshine, though. I mean, because we have our own version of Sunshine playing out in front of us right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still a tough.
I say it's between Willie Beeman and Cap.
I mean, this is why we need like a producer to be telling. This is why we have the Harrington Club Facebook commentary.
I know.
Someone to be doing like the
they
Wikipedia.
They are producers.
Yeah, someone to do the Wikipedia and tell me that what Paul Cruz's backstory was.
Although the thing is with Johnny Utah, is he went on to be an FBI agent
and an awesome surfer,
and he taught himself to surf.
Yeah.
See, that kind of makes him a 3-sport athlete. Man, I have to go big 5-star there for that guy.
Which one do if I look up the Wikipedia, which one do I look up? The original, because it's the better?
Which one?
Oh, The Longest Yard.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm trying to, I don't know the backstory so much of Paul Crew. I know he shaved some points too, but I don't know if he had won some titles or whatever else. When the original, he had shaved some points. In the remake, Adam Sandler, I think, just gets into domestic violence thing, and then he runs into a car or whatever else. Yeah, he was dismissed from the NFL for point shaving in the original, but it doesn't say much about it.
So you like Johnny Utah too?
It's to me, it's probably always Johnny Utah. Yeah, it's the movie. I mean, I'll make my argument for Johnny Walker some other day. Moxon, just because the lines in there are just funny as can be, and the replacement is
Point Break.
Replacement. Yeah,
Point Break's pretty good. Plus he had to.
Even when Beeman's up there too, though, he had a rap hit song.
But he had to, in Point Break, man, he had to help crazy Gary Busey act next to that guy.
Yeah,
Guy's a wackaloon, man.
I
Remember when he comes around the corner? Have you guys seen a dog?
Mikey says, when does Jay's movie podcast start? It was called Dapper Crap, and it's got us where we're at right now. That's exactly it.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys want to, is that still, can you still find that on
Podbean? I don't know. On Apple iTunes, I don't think so.
Why, they just take them off eventually?
Yeah, I think, well, you don't pay for the, whatever, a month.
It's got to be out there somewhere.
Somewhere out there in the world. But yeah, you can pull up a lot of old stuff and a lot of shenanigans that we did. A lot
of fun stuff on Dapper Crap.
But so the thing I was thinking about on top of it is, we just have a few more minutes. Is there a lot of, quarterbacks stand out, but is there a lot of like running backs that you remember? I mean, I know
I remember
LL played it.
Okay.
But then if you bring in Remember Titans, it's a true story, but that's and then again, the quarterbacks in it, I don't remember the running back in Varsity Blues. I don't remember his name. The running back really didn't do much in Longest Yard. The running back in Johnny Be Good, it wasn't even brought up.
Right.
Yeah. Boogie from Friday Night Lights should be in there. He was. So when even if you're doing like a fantasy team, you can't even get to 2, 3, 4. I mean, you can get to 2, but you can't get to 5 running backs to choose from. Even if you're doing a movie fantasy draft.
Right. There's not a lot of. I mean, if you think about it, there's not a lot of really good football movies.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Now baseball, you could find the best one in each position almost. Second, shortstop, third, maybe is the only tough one. But you can find a catcher, you can find a pitcher, you can find a first baseman,
right?
And then the outfield.
Let's fill a lineup real quick.
Well, that's the crazy thing.
We'll start on the bump.
It's
Nuke.
It's Nuke or the guy that was in the Scout, I think it was, or whatever else.
Starting pitcher or relief pitcher.
Okay.
It's Nuke and it's
Booby Miles from
it's
Friday Night Lights.
And it's Wild Thing.
Okay, yeah. If you're doing that. Look at where we go down these rabbit holes all the time.
Right, who's your catcher? See, this is where you get in the argument. Is it Crash, or is it the dude from? See, for me, it's Crash.
Or a dude from who? From what? Major League 2?
Major League, period.
Ooh, what is wrong with me? Boy, that's a tough one.
Z-Bar says Crash.
Okay, we'll go Crash.
It's gotta be Crash.
I don't know. Hell of a situation we got here.
It is. I mean,
Two
dude,
guys
it's so
on.
great.
Your chance of being here on national television.
Here's the deal: you need 2 catchers though, because
saw your wife at the
you can't just have a season with 1 catcher. You follow me?
Yeah.
So these guys, we're gonna have Crash. And what was his name again?
Saw your wife at the Capri Lounge last
what's
night.
His name? I can't think of the character's name.
I can't think of it right now either. It's terrible.
I know.
Yeah.
We know what it is.
Yeah.
All right, first base.
It's Tom Selleck's character from Mr. Baseball. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just put Selleck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Second base. Jake Taylor.
Jake Taylor
Thanks,
was the
Chopper.
catcher. Yeah. All right. Yep. Oh, the knees. Great, Cap. Well, they better be. That one. Great, Cap. Would I lie to you? You better be if you want to make this team.
Our center
Taylor.
fielder is Willie Mays Hayes.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah.
And then in right field, you got Roy Hobbs.
Oh, God. I forgot Hobbs. Dude, in another...
Third base, Roger Dorn.
See, the thing with Hobbs, too, is he could be a pitcher. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, he's...
That's easier to imagine. Like, we have emergency quarterbacks. We have emergency
You want Roger Dorn at third?
Well, who else is there?
Man, we got to find somebody.
I don't think there is anybody. That's the thing.
I want the Dorn that's taking bruises off his chest. All right, I'll take Dorn.
It's shortstop. Wouldn't it be was All the Way May a shortstop or is she an outfielder?
No, All the Way May was a center fielder.
Okay.
And we are not. Rosie O'Donnell's not getting third.
No, and I'm not putting Dottie at catcher over the 2 that we have.
No, definitely not Dottie.
See, that's why I told you shortstop and second base can tough. Now left field it can be. There's plenty.
Well, did Pedro Serrano play left field?
No, he played first, didn't he?
He played first.
But then there's you've got I'm forgetting his name also. The guy from The Fan, who is basically Barry Bonds.
Oh yeah. That I know what you're talking about. So I'll just call it the fan guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, but the shortstop and second. I mean,
dude, you know who the second baseman is?
Oh, it's Tanner.
No, shortstop is Tanner.
Okay.
Tanner was the shortstop.
Okay.
But
definitely Tanner.
But you know what's going to be perfect having it at second base with Tanner at short? You got the cuss mouth little kid.
Yeah.
And then you have the guy that married the slut.
Oh, from Bull Durham?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was the second baseman, wasn't he?
He had to be. He was infield, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what you want to write down there. I don't think we should be
We'll just call him religious guy.
Yeah, religious guy, yeah. I'm glad we finally found a second baseman. That's all. I didn't think that was going to be possible. But yeah. And again, these are the things like.
Oh, and by the way, we got to have a coaching staff, right? So we have our skipper,
Lou.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
You have our bench coach,
Wilford Brimley. There's some good coaches there.
We have our skipper, our bench coach,
Buttermaker,
and our pitching coach.
You got Buttermaker. Buttermaker's a pitching coach.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Buttermaker's our pitching coach.
Yeah.
Who do you want as your skipper? You lollygag around the infield.
Yeah.
It's so
Lou.
I say
Tire
Lou.
World.
I say Lou's our bench coach because we need that voice in it, and then the guy from Bull Durham.
Tire World.
Hey
Lou, how you feel about managing Indians here? Oh, I don't know. Hold on, there's a guy on the other line interested in some white walls. Yeah, Mikey said, are we going to miss reality show talk? Sure.
No. We got 5 minutes, Mikey. You screwed up.
That's it. See, and this is where my brain goes when I'm thinking about things. I'm like, what could we do? You know, this and that, something different for the show, and come up with stuff. But we watched the challenge last night, and I did make a fantasy league, and I make a post. I'll put it out there. You guys can still get in it because you're not too far behind. All you have to do is pick 10.
You want Fessy. I'm just telling everybody right now. Fessy's going a long way.
Pick 10 people. So there was, oddly enough, there was...
Now, Fessy's from your other Goofy show, right?
He was from Big Brother, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 people from Big Brother. Yeah, 4. Amber, Fessy, Casey, and Josh. So there's 30 people on here, and I guess there was a preview show that I didn't watch or didn't see, so they kind of give the backstory of all the people. So I'm trying to rush you and Mookie through everybody.
It's all right. We figured it all out.
TJ comes out of a helicopter. It's incredible. And he's such a good-looking dude. He's the host.
And then Fessy's already making out with that blonde.
Yeah. So
we saw previews of that.
Yeah,
so
they had this crazy challenge at the beginning, and then they had to pick people to get in there. There's a lot of information that comes at you, and then they paired up into teams. And what was interesting is they did the 2 people that won. Well, the person who won the overall time, she got to pick who they wanted, and then in like a mad scramble, like when you're in the classroom, when they say you have to get a partner, you have to go you, me, you and me together. So now what we don't know is how the format, if it switches up, if they split them up halfway through. We know that there is 19 episodes. They're going to have to draw this out. But I think it was I thought it was a good show, and I'm happy it's back. And I know people don't care for the challenge, but I'm telling you, it's in 90 minutes of yeah. I mean, I see why people don't like it, but it's 90 minutes of just debauchery and athleticism. And I didn't realize my daughter.
I feel you got my wife hooked on this.
My daughter, I watched it a lot with me last year. And then I was like, hey, we can, because she was downstairs with Hazel, and I was like, hey, I'll watch it again with you. And she's like, I'm okay. She's like, I didn't really pay attention last year.
She just did it
just to hang out with me.
Yeah, I'll just do it to hang out with you, Dad.
And she was like, yeah, because I would tell her all the time, like, don't listen to what these people say. They're garbage people, the way they talk and treat each other. But there's a lot of
she ignored it. She listened to you.
Yeah, there's a lot of scheming, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of alliance
Instead, we made her hang out with a 5-year-old in the basement.
Yeah. And that's what I like about it, because I like to think I like the athleticism, and then the politicking, as they call it, of who they're going to vote in, what they're going to do, and then when they backstab, and then it just gets crazy. So
the politicking was weird. See, I didn't understand how it was all going to work yet, because it's so different than the other stuff, and I still don't even get the other stuff. But it's kind of Big Brother-ish with quite a bit of a twist, because you're not really isolated, are you?
No, because they take them out to a bar and they get them all liquored up and let them make bad decisions.
Yeah. Have there ever been any fights?
No, ever?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's been people that have been kicked off for fighting and whatnot. A lot of good fights, yeah.
All right, good.
So, It'll probably be some here and there.
I guarantee that we will fight this year.
Nelson always gets close with somebody. So
who's Nelson?
He's the one that wanted to call himself Double Nelly T, the agent. That was an
he
name.
looks like a moron.
Yeah. All right, that's our show. I want to thank Joe from coming in from the River Bandits and talking to us about their merger with Kansas City Royals. Bomber will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow in the afternoon we're going to have AC on as well. So we got a lot to talk about. We got our pick 6. Thanks, guys, for playing along with us, listening to our nonsense. We always appreciate you. Enjoy the day while you can, because the weather won't be like this forever.
Don't forget your sunscreen.
That's right. Stay safe and sanitize, Quad Cities.